Collapse filled the room once Nueces County Water Control and Improvement District 3 passed the decision to terminate the water contract of the proposed ammonia plant by Avina Clean Hydrogen in the Robstown and Cal Allen area. District 3 President Ram Alejandro says it was an easy decision to make because they have no water. The district had signed a 25-year contract with Avina back in May 2023. The contract was meant to give Avina 5.5 million gallons of water daily. Alejandro says they have not heard from Avina for over a year. Neighbors who live near the proposed ammonia plant and have actively been against the plant, like Suzanne Gallagher, says District 3 made the right choice. However, the future of Avina still leaves neighbors concerned.
Moore Avenue looks quite different than it did 20 years ago.
When we first moved here, this was full of trees.
I could look out my window and there'd be cattle over there grazing.
And now it's going to look even different. TxDOT is taking this 2-lane road and expanding it to 5, adding a designated turning lane and sidewalks. But when researching this project, I noticed neighbors in the area and set out to hear their side of the story.
Something needs to be done. You know, it'll be inconvenient for us for a while, but we have the other way out. We can go around it.
I think it's going to completely change the house that we decided to retire in. If they do put in this road, that it's going to help that. What it is going to do, though, is increase the traffic because it's going to be a bigger road.
According to this source, about 60,000 Nueces County residents are SNAP benefit recipients. I'm Tony Jaramillo on the west side, telling you why that could change come November 1st. As the government shutdown drags on, some Texans in the coastal bend who rely on SNAP benefits are paying close attention to the calendar. If the shutdown stretches beyond October 27th, SNAP recipients will not get money they depend on to help pay for food in November. Bea Hansen, the executive director of the Coastal Bend Food Bank, tells me she expects a domino effect.
An increase in demand. And at that point, we are prepared to react to the community.
Hansen explains that means keeping agencies stocked. The food bank's executive director says despite the uncertainty, she finds a silver lining.
Well, normally during the holidays, we always see an increase in assistance.
Hansen's ultimate message for the SNAP recipients?
Don't panic. Fear is our worst enemy.
Texas Health and Human Services says if benefits are not issued for November, it will issue them as soon as it receives federal guidance. On the west side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
A final farewell for a local hero. I'm Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter at the Coastal Bend Veteran Cemetery, where Pearl Harbor sailor Roberto Stillman Garcia was laid to rest. Roberto Stillman Garcia was among the 102 killed on the USS California battleship when